YouTube, what's going on? Frago here, bringing you another video. This is the first video of the new year, you know? And the way we're starting it out, Super Week, baby. CDL comes out. They had the big snowstorm in Texas, brought 90% of the pros to their knees. They couldn't play this weekend, so you know what? Starting tomorrow, we got games all week. Let me know your predictions down in the comments before you hear the rest of the video. My predictions, how these games are going to go, from Mutineers to FaZe to OG to Rocker. You know, let's see how it goes. And also tell me your favorite team in the CDL right now. Why? Is it the players? Is it the staff? If you don't know me, guys, my name is Frago. My favorite team is Minnesota Rocker. And yeah, let's get into the video. Monday, games start. Again, let's talk about the Super Week. I think it's really cool. I'm excited to have that much competitive Call of Duty. At the same time, if you guys have watched Hex's videos or the Optic podcast and stuff, the pros seem to be talking about like they want that 3-day Friday, Saturday, Sunday kind of like tournament style MLG events kind of deal with these games, and I kind of agree. For somebody who works all week, these full week games starting at like noon, not everybody's gonna be able to watch them. You know, some people have work during the week, and so you're gonna miss out on viewership. Yes, it's recorded. Yes, it's a video later, but no, I don't want to watch the video. Nothing's more hype than being there live to witness it. So I understand they're trying to make this a big deal, trying to expand, nobody needs a week full of 2 games, 3 games a day of Call of Duty. Give us 3 jam-packed days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of Call of Duty. That's what we want. Anyways, back to it. Monday, we have Florida Mutineers versus Los Angeles Guerrillas. This game, I'm expecting it to go to Florida. I think LEG, they have an opportunity here. I don't think Florida's playing very well, but I think it's gonna be a 3-2 for Florida. LAG may take it if they can steal an extra respawn off them, but I don't think so. I think Florida's gonna win that. Second game of Monday, the final game. There's only 2 games Monday. I don't know. This is their schedule. They do 3 days every other day this week, but not Monday. FaZe versus Ultra. I have it written down. I think it's gonna be a 3-1. It could be a 3-0. FaZe looked really good against Optic Gaming last week, or 2 weeks ago now. And Ultra, they're a competitive team. I think that they're not gonna be easy games, but I think FaZe will just overall just dominate them in general, and it'll be like a 3-0, 3-1. Yeah, that's my Monday predictions. Let me know yours. Tuesday, we have the Florida Mutineers versus Paris Legion, London Royal Ravens versus New York Subliners, Rocker versus Seattle Surge. Now, start with the first game, Florida versus Paris. Again, Florida, I don't think they're playing very well right now. Maybe this last like little bit, that extra weekend will give them a little bump, and maybe I could be completely wrong. I still think they're gonna win this, a 3-2. But Paris, again, I think is a better team than a lot of people expect. So I'm expecting them to put up quite a fight. And then it's just going to come down to those search and destroys and whoever clutches the control. Right now I have Florida versus Paris, 3-2 for Florida. Second game of Tuesday, we got Ravens versus Subliners. Now, Subliners, as you guys know, their team's a little weird with Diamond Khan stepping in for Zuma's stepping out, and Hydra just apparently got his visa, so he will be flying in within a month or so. But as of right now, this team, from what we've seen, isn't top tier team. I think they can be. I think they have the potential to be, but in this particular match versus Ravens, I think it's going to go all the way, game 5, and I did put Subliners to win, but again, I think it's going to come down to those clutch situations. They have Clay for that. They got a good main squad. I just don't know if the team in general has what it takes to be a top tier team right now. But yeah, 3-2 Subliners against the Ravens. We'll see how that goes. Again, that's such a hard match to call. Ravens, I just don't. It's that same roster you almost see every year from like EU side. I don't think they're anything special either. They may be more connected and work more balanced, but I think subliners could just take it in one of like the S&Ds and the control. Final match of Tuesday, we have Minnesota Rocker versus Seattle Surge. This one, I'm heavily favoring Minnesota Rocker. We all know that Seattle Surge team, it's kind of like the same place as last year. They can do really good. They have the potential to do really good with Gunless and Octane and the rest of their players, but they're missing something, and I still don't know if they're going to be that top level team. We saw Rocker last week. Their S&D looks amazing, and I think that's what's going to clutch up here. So I put it as either a 3-1 or a 3-2 for Minnesota Rocker. Again, if it goes to game 5, I think that Minnesota will clear it out. But overall, I think it's going to be a 3-1 over that 3-2. On to Wednesday. Now, we're halfway through the week. Well, sort of, you know, because it's 7-day week, but you know, we're hump day. We start with Empire versus Ravens. This, I'm thinking 3-0, 3-1 for Empire. Ravens, again, just same. I see that squad as just that normal EU team they usually play. They're a good team, but they're not gonna match up right against Empire. I mean, I could be completely wrong, and they may come out swinging, but I think Empire is gonna take that pretty easily. I think actually all these matches are gonna be pretty easy on Wednesday. We have LA Thieves versus the Seattle Surge next. This again, I think it's gonna be a 3-1. Again, that Surge team, same as the Ravens, same as that match I said before. If they come out swinging and maybe they get some confidence over the match with the Ravens and stuff, they may take it to a game 5, but I still see LA taking that match. Next match, last match for Wednesday, is Optic Gaming versus Ultra. Ultra's going to be a good competitor, but I think OG, especially after their loss last week to Atlanta FaZe and stuff, I don't think they're not gonna go easy on anybody. Not that they were last week, but you know what I mean. But I think Optic Gaming is gonna 3-1 Ultra. I think the only map that Optic Gaming may drop is the S&D, just based off the last time we saw them play. But again, that could have been a fluke, and they could play way better this time. Yeah, that's my Wednesday. Let's move on to Thursday. Now, we got the Rocker versus Subliners. 3-1, 3-2 Rocker. Again, Subliners, man. Until we see kind of like this week, I could be off here, and my prediction could be completely off. But as of right now, 3-1 Rocker. Okay? Second match of the day, we got Optic Gaming versus Los Angeles Guerrillas. This is another, I'm going to say 3-1 Optic Gaming. They're dominant in their hard points and their control. I think it's just going to come up to that S&D. But if maybe they lose control, it may go to again, I don't see it happening. I'm going to say 3-1 for Optic. FaZe versus Florida. Now, again, depending on how Florida looks at earlier this week, with their match against Paris and the Gorillas, they could be completely different. But as of right now, I see FaZe 3-1, 3-2 this team. Could change. We'll see. We've only seen 1 week of play. We've seen a lot of scrims, but as we know, scrims don't always speak to how they play in the actual game. So we'll see there. That's our Thursday matches. Friday, we got LA Thieves versus the Royal Ravens. I think this could be a 3-1 or 3-2. We'll see. Hopefully the Ravens can come out. I'm going to still say LA are going to win this match. Our second match of the day is Ultra versus Paris. This is going to be one of those harder to tell matches. I think they're pretty even as teams. I'm going to say it's going to go to a game 5 for 3-2 Paris. It could go either way. This is just a prediction again. I think both teams have what it takes. I think Ultra, because they kind of kept their team from most of their team from last year, have a better spot than this Paris team. But this Paris team with fire and kind of like the team they put together, I think it's actually better than a lot of people think. So I'm going to say it's a 3-2 for Paris. We'll see how that goes. Final match Friday. We have a rematch between Empire and Subliners. We saw this during that opening weekend scrims, basically, where Clay and a lot of them were like to say how, oh, you know, we're playing a scrim, you know, no, it doesn't matter. Well, now it matters. We'll see. I think Empire got this 3-1. I don't know. Shotzi and Hook and them. I just think that the Subliners are going to have kind of a hard time. I don't really know how that team works. It's, in my opinion, it would struggle against a team like this, but we'll see how it goes. Alrighty, on to the weekend. Saturday we have FaZe versus Paris. I think this is going to be a 3-1. Could be a 3-2, but I think it's going to be a 3-1 FaZe. I don't have very many 3-0s here because I think a lot of teams have that, like, that control or an S&D, depending on the day, can easily slip up. I don't think there's going to be very many 3-0s. So yeah, I have FaZe versus Paris 3-1. Second game of Saturday, we have Rocker versus the Ravens. I think this is going to be a 3-2. I think Ravens are going to come out strong, try and clutch up. I think it's going to come down to those S&D, and I think Rocker have it there. That team just looks phenomenal in Search, and yeah, I'm really excited to watch this team this year, this Rocker team, as a fan of theirs. Game 3 of Saturday, we have Ultra versus Los Angeles Guerrillas. This is another weird game. I have it going 3-2 for Los Angeles, the Guerrillas. Silly in them. I think when it comes down to it, they'll clutch up and win. I don't want to, like, as Canadian, I don't want to say, like, I have Ultra almost losing every one of their matches, but I mean, just I love Methods. I think he's hilarious. I just don't see the team clutching up as much as we want them to. It is what it is. What can you do? I have Guerrillas 3-2ing Toronto Ultra. Moving on to our final day of this super week. We got some bangers. Subliners versus Surge. This is the first time I think I have Surge going to a game 5, which I think they're going to lose to the Subliners, unfortunately. I mean, this is another game where it can go either way. Let's see if Gunless and Octane and them can work everything out this week, and like I want to see them get better. I love a lot of the guys on that team. I can't see it working, man. So I got Subliners taking it. We'll see how that goes. Next match is Optic Gaming versus Florida. This is another thing. We'll see how Florida does throughout the week. I have it going 3-1 for Optic, with them losing the Surge probably. But you never know. Hopefully we'll see a better Search and Destroy this week out of Optic Gaming, and maybe it'll be 3-0, or it'll be the opposite, and we'll see Florida just come out smashing people in hardpoint and control. So we'll see how that goes. I have 3-1 for Optic Gaming. Final match of the CDL Super Week. We have a game I'm excited to watch, which is going to be the Dallas Empire versus the LA Thieves. This one I have going to a game 5. Now, before, hold on, chat. Sorry, not chat, YouTube. People watching, viewers. Before I tell you, I want you to go into the comments and just write Empire versus LA. Give me the score. Let me know. I'm going to be watching, read my comments. I know, I'm trying to get more engaged with you guys. I'm trying to really see how you guys like this prediction thing I'm doing. I'm going to try and do this all the time. I'm going to cut them up into little short pieces. Either way, I have Empire versus LA. I have LA Thieves winning 3-2. It's going to be a struggling match. It's going to be a fun match to watch. I want it to be highs and lows. You don't know who's going to win, but I think I want LA Thieves to come out on top of that match. As much as I love Empire, and I think they're a dominant team this year, and they're one of those teams that you cannot play bad against. I think LA wants to prove a lot with Nate on them. He's going to be pushing these players. The coach is going to be pushing these players, JCap and Mud Dog, and these guys really want to get a win for the LA Thieves. So I can see them going really hard to try and take out this Empire team that won last year and taking it 3-2. I do think that LA may take the control, and I'm guessing the S&Ds, honestly. Shotzi, I think is a really weak point in Empire's S&D. It could have been a bad weeks that I've seen them play, but he's really good at moving when he respawns and stuff like that. But when it comes to that search and destroy, I think he's kind of a weak point in their setup. But we'll see. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Let me know how you like how this video is laid out. I'm going to try and do more of these. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Peace. I don't know why I did peace. So.